Hard work isn't what's draining you. When you're busy all day and still go to bed feeling behind. And that's not the same as burnout. That's extraction. Your energy isn't just being utilized, it's intentionally being redirected away from you. Hard work isn't what's draining you. What's draining you is working hard and never getting ahead. You feel it when you're busy all day and still go to bed feeling behind. And you know this is you when you work hard everywhere, at home, at work, in your relationships, and in the community. And yet, you look up after years of effort and realize that something isn't adding up. You're busy, you're capable, and you're skilled, but your life doesn't feel like it's moving forward. Instead, it feels like you're maintaining a never-ending cycle. And that isn't accidental, and it's not because you're doing something wrong. There are systems where effort compounds into leverage, ownership, and freedom. And then there are systems where effort is absorbed just to keep things running. And this video is about helping you see the difference. Because once you understand where your energy is actually going, then you stop blaming yourself for never achieving outcomes that the system was never designed to give you. If this already feels uncomfortably accurate, then I invite you to lock in. This channel is for Black women who are done confusing hard work with progress. Subscribe if you want help making sense of what you're actually experiencing so that you can begin moving towards what you actually want. Now let's talk about where your energy actually goes. Here's what most people rarely explain. This system absorbs your labor without ever giving you leverage. That's why no matter how hard you work, it never feels like enough. Your energy isn't just being utilized, it's intentionally being redirected away from you. In this system, Black women's effort rarely goes towards ownership, leverage, or sovereignty. It goes towards maintenance instead. Maintenance is work that keeps something running. And in this context, that thing that's running, you never are able to claim, own, or utilize for your own advancement. It's effort that keeps your household running, but it never creates enough space for you to really explore who you really are or what you really want. It looks like being essential to your environment without being empowered. From this place, you're not building equity. You're keeping things from falling apart. And that's where the energy goes. And here's the details behind the mechanism. When your effort is constantly spent on maintenance, three things are happening. First, your energy stays fragmented. It's scattered across tasks, people, problems, and responsibilities that don't connect. Second, nothing compounds. What you're doing today doesn't necessarily make what you're doing tomorrow any easier. Third, you never gain a position of full authority, and that leaves you with no leverage, no decision-making power, and no structural relief. And that's not the same as burnout. That's extraction. And that's why so many Black women feel like they're doing everything right, but nothing is really moving forward. You feel like you're very active, but gaining very little. You're very busy, but not really building. And because your work is respectable, responsible, and necessary, you're taught to be grateful for the opportunity and that scrutinizing what you're experiencing is being ungrateful. But maintenance isn't the same as progress because all of that effort only turns to freedom when it creates ownership. It moves you forward when it gives you more control over your time, more authority over your decisions, more say in the outcomes that you're experiencing, and more room to choose differently next time. And if your work doesn't do that, then no matter how hard you try, your life will always feel heavy and under pressure. So that's the redirection that we're moving towards. The real question isn't, why am I so exhausted? It's what am I working so hard to maintain, and who does that maintenance benefit the most? Because once you finally see where your energy is going with clarity, then you can decide where you want it to go moving forward. And this is exactly the pattern that's hard to see from inside of your own life. And it's why I'm unpacking this information live this month. We're not going to unpack it as theory, but as a means of orientation. Because once you can locate where your energy is going, then you can stop feeling like you're spinning in circles. If this video helps something new click for you, then it's done its job. And if you want to go further than just insight, I invite you to be a part of our live session this month. That's where we'll be walking through this together. Slots are currently available, and I will leave the link below in the description of this video. And remember, you don't need more effort. You just need more clarity. And that's something you don't have to find alone. Black women first, because your effort should be used building the life that you deserve.